Good evening, all of you. So last explanation about a division tag is sample example. See the next one. Division tag example continues here. So I'm going to designing 3 division tags now. Yesterday we designed only one column. The one division box is equivalent to one column, this one. So now I'm going to designing total 3 columns without margin concept. The first column, and this is second column and third column. Total 3 columns. Now we have to arrange like as a columns. Why division tags comes in separate lines, sir? Because basically it's a block level tag. By birth, division is a block level, so that's why they comes line by line, line by line. And we want to arrange all these division boxes in the same line. For that, we have the separate special settings are available. Those I am going to showing. Just the data I changed for easy understandability. Now my requirement is all these 3 division boxes I want to display like as a 3 columns in the same row. So for that we have the different settings. First option I'm going to explaining. So what is the first option, sir? Yesterday we used some inline block concept. No? Inline block. Apply that inline block to all the 3 division boxes. Like as your menu bar designing, all boxes are come side by side. Remember, display equals to inline hyphen block. 22 hours a gap. So that is one option. And we already implemented yesterday that one. That's it, that I'm not going to touching. Another way, different option I'm going to explaining. So what is the different options there? We have one more CSS attribute, float. Floating alignment. So one of the CSS attribute, this one, float. What is the purpose of these, sir? Especially these container level tags. If you want to arrange a left side of the web page or right side of the web page, we are going to using this one. Especially block level and container level components. Inline components, this is not much more useful. Container level type of tags, it is more useful for us. So this also used for changing of the positions. Position. How many positions it supported, sir? Basically left and right positions of the screen. Center, sir. If you implement the center, we are not getting any special, sir. Same alignment it will comes. Float equals to center. If you take the same type of alignment, it will comes. That's it. Don't go for the float. Go for the left or right. So how to use? The float equals to left or float equals to right. So what is the meaning of left, sir? Left means not left alignment, towards to left alignment. Previously, alignment option we know already. Align equals to left is available. Align left meaning is different. Float left meaning is different. Both are not same. Balakrishna dialogue. Both are not same, but both are left only. So here what is the float equals to left, sir? Alignment of the component starts from the right side and moving towards to left side. That is the meaning of left. Your all tags alignment starts from the right side and moving towards to left side. If I write the right, sir, alignment of the component starts from the left side and moving towards to the right side. So it's not just left towards to left and towards to right. So ordinary left and right alignments, towards to left and towards to right alignment, difference available conformly. Positions is changing your tags positions. In output, we'll get that one clear picture. Ayo, Maika. Increase volume. Is a speaker, increasing volume. Sorry. Now it is okay? Online students. Now it is okay? Too much, yeah. Same voice, same sound. Okay, maybe network issue, I think. Outside heavy wind available, so that's why voice getting very heavy. Mm. So float equals to left and float equals to right. And the clear result we'll see on the web page. So go to the every division tag and apply the float option left. And the same left alignment, try to apply the second division tag and third division tag also. Because 3 division tags we want to get into the same line. So 3 division tags we have to apply this one. Now observe that one, single box or 3 boxes. Appearance wise it's a single box. Like as yesterday Naresh IT blue color box we observed, same thing. But programmatically it is a 3 boxes. 3 division boxes we arrange it side by side and we'll get the final look like this. See that now column wise designing is there now. Vertical and also called as column wise designing. So you can remove these words and you can write here address details, so contact details, so something. It is similar to Naresh ID. So these are the 3 division boxes and they're going to arranging the side by side like this. Next, float equals to right, I'm writing here. Left alignment changing into right side. All 3 division tags, right side I'm changing the alignment. So if I run this one, sir, previous 3 boxes just moving to right side because we given the right alignment. We are feeling like that, sir. They are not moving just right side. Total shuffling the positions. See that one. Actually, Google this side we have to get it, but Google goes to that side. See that one. So Google, Oracle, Microsoft, TCS, CTS Info, and ADP. This one towards to right side. The first created or designed division tag, it goes to right side. Second one and third one. So this is first division tag, actually what we designed. And this is the second division tag. And this is the third division tag. Right side alignment. So it's not an ordinary right, towards to the right side meaning. But all left to and all right it's working, sir. క్లియర్ అన్నారు, మళ్ళీ ఇందులో నాట్ క్లియర్ అంటారు. Next one, some components left side and some components right side possible, sir. Your wish, that one 100% valid. But first component at the first division tag, it's going to displaying right side only. Second one, third one, I need left alignment, sir. Second one, third one, left alignment. So first box right side, balance two boxes left side will get it. In combination your choice, sir. All left possible, all right possible, one left two right, or two left one right, anything yours. 100% system supporting any number of combinations. There is no problem. The different background color, if you require it, you can go for change the background color, sir. You don't need to ask me, kada. Permission is not required. We know already colors concept, kada. Three boxes with three different colors. So this is the one of the option. Generally we use it at the container level tags like as these division boxes. Next, one more option I'm going to explaining. Again, division boxes alignment only. So display concept yesterday, no, day before yesterday, we discussed already that one. And 4 options completed. Balance 2 options are available, flex and grid. Flex I am going to starting now. Property, old property, value, new property. Display equals to flex. So what happens if I write the display equals to flex, sir? It arranging all your components either row wise or column wise, not both. So flex concept used to arrange the components or to align the components. Elements in column wise or row wise. Display colon flex. The purpose is used to display the elements either in the column wise or row wise. Column wise is the nothing but an horizontally, row wise is nothing but an vertically. Okay, mathematics matrix concept you remember? In that we have row matrix and column matrix concept. Of course, a square matrix available and rectangle matrix also available. Square rectangle is the next topic, next explanation. Current explanation, row matrix. In row matrix we have rows only or columns also now? Rows only. In column matrix we have only columns only. But how the column and row matrix shape is forming, your HTML tags also aligning in the same order. Like as row matrix or like as column matrix. If I need both, sir, the square matrix, next example we'll see that one. Next, one small note point here. If you want to implement the flex concept or flex attribute, you should have the nested tags compulsory. Individual tags, if you apply the flex, it's no use. But last example, I have 3 division tags. If I apply the flex on 3 division tags, sir, nothing special. No miracles happens. Almost previously what we have the output, same output it will comes. But when we have to use this flex, sir, nested tags. One main container, one sub container. The main container compulsory, main container inside, sub container also compulsory. In this scenario only the flexes is working properly. Without having the main and sub containers, if you implement the flex, not getting any special effects. Regular style of designing only continues. So nested tags compulsory. So why nested tags only we have to apply, sir? Suppose this is main division tag. Inside that some subdivision tags are available here. So these are the subdivision tags, or 3 subdivision tags are there. Next, close the main division tag. So when you apply the flex on main division tag, sir, but this attribute is impacted to all your internal containers, means the sub containers. We are applying the flex on outer tag only, sir, but effect is goes to the internal tags. You have only we have only one tag, individual tag. Inside said data is available directly. The headings displaying or anchor tags or something, data is there. And we close the division tag here. This is simple division tag. If I apply the flex here, what happens, sir? Internal content available. Na? Content is coming side by side or vertical. Your tag not moving to anywhere. Tag internal data aligning to flex format. Data aligning to flex format 100% not useful for us. Containers aligning in flex format is useful for us. So 3 division tags I want to display as the row format, or the 3 division tags I want to display as a column format. So then these 3 should be placed in one main container. That main container apply the flex concept. Not only division tags are any other tags if you take it, but should make it the nested formation. And the flex always apply the outer tag. Impact is goes to inner tag. In data designing, one small change. So if you want to get the effect of the flex, we have to design our 10-15 division tags. 10-15 division tags, these 10-15 division tags place inside one main division tag, then effect is comes very clearly. What about the content inside the division tags, sir? We can take some names, the company names also we can print. Otherwise, we'll go for the month names, January. First division tag. Second division tag inside some February. 12 months available, 12 months names I'm going to display. And next one, we'll design the 12 months. Before going to 12 months, we need a small CSS settings here. But the months displaying division tags all are, I need some one background color. Which background color, sir? January 1 month, one background color, February 1 background color, March 1 background color. March tarvata next June. Oh, April, okay. April. So first 4 months I need 4 background colors. Well, again the same 4 background colors next 4 months. Again same 4 background colors for the next 4 months. And 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. 3 and every color 3 times repeated. Every color 3 times. So January, May, and then September almost comes in the same style. So 12 months, sir. Out of 12 months, 3 months in one color, next 3 months in one color, next 3 months in one color. But I need this type of settings. ID selector, class selector, tag selector. Class selector, sure? Okay. So we are going to designing some class selector. So background. This is first one and second one, third one, fourth one. Green అయిపోయింది, pink. 4 boxes for different colors I'm taking here, and moreover the light colors I'm preferring. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now map these things. Class equals to 1. The second one, class equals to 2. Next. Class equals to 3. March. Class equals to 4. April. Now just repeat the same 4 things. So 12 division tags with the 12 headings and repetitive color settings. Output is comes like this. As a default alignment of the division tag. Every division tag is comes one after one, one after one, one after one. Regular alignment. But these 12 boxes, I want to display the side by side. Side by side like as a one row. So for that we are going to using the flex. But now can I apply the flex on this division tags directly and try? We already designed the class selectors here. Display colon flex. Display colon flex. 4 classes I'm going to applying the display colon flex. Internal data affecting, but your division tag is not going to affecting. Still they are in the vertical formation only. So that's why these I said not right thing. Then what to do, sir? It 12 division tags place inside one main division tag. But 12 subcontainers, sir. All these 12 subcontainers we are placing in one main container. So this is the main container. The main container is closed. And all these are the subcontainers. But now go to the outer division tag, apply some styles. But outer division tag only I want to get some specific settings, sir. Only outer division tag. Idea, class or tag. Only this outer division tag only I need some specific styles. ID, class or tag. ID selector. So hash main division. Reasonable names. And here go for display colon flex. And map this one to outer division tag. ID equals to main division. Now run the program. Our expected output it will comes now. It's arranging like as a which matrix? Row matrix or column matrix? Row matrix. A boxes also like as your matrix or like as your arrays programs. Every box contains internally one's value. And all are getting uniform size, sir. Luckily, we are getting that one. Unfortunately, it happens. Reason, almost all the data size is same. There's some points I'll explain here. See that when you are applying this flex, what is the sizes of the internal components, sir? As per your given measurements. If you are not given any measurements, sir, auto content. I'm not given any specific sizes. Now width and height is adjusting based on the content length. How much data available internally, based on the data it is adjusting. See one tag, I will change it. So John, a box size observed together. Content length, that is called as. So how much content available, as per the content, the sizes are going to adjusting. Otherwise, write your own measurements, width and height. The flex default nature I'm explaining here. So size of subcontainers is auto content. So based on your content, the sizes are going to adjusting. The first feature. Next, the second one, sir. Already 12 boxes we displayed. Half of the line is completed. Next, another 20-30 boxes I want to display it, sir. This available gap not sufficient for the 20-30. But what happens at that time, sir? Continues in the same line and activated the horizontal scroll bar. Flow, a flex going on. So left side starting the flow and continues the flow to right side. It never comes to the second line, sir. The row matrix, the second row, how it will expecting? Single row ne. If you have 100 boxes like this, sir, continuously aligning like that. Like as our trains compartments available, goods to trains compartments connected. One by one. A kilometer length also continues that one. But web page width, we don't have that much, sir. Horizontal scroll bar activated. So many people's horizontal scroll bar, they never observed and never used also. Vertical scroll bars, daily we are working in every software. Websites, are you seen horizontal scroll bar? Anybody? Websites, horizontal scroll bar. Very rarely is visible, sir. Very rarely. Reason, sir. Content moving up, down, down, up, we have full habituality. Are you moved anywhere? How left to right to left to? Only in MS Word only it is possible. Rest of cases we never seen that one. So websites say that the very rare occasions it happens. So if you have any number of boxes or any number of content, it is arranging all the things in the single row and horizontal scroll bar is activated. I want to see that one, sir. The same 12 components I'm copy pasting one more time and one more time. Total 12 trees, 36 boxes are available. Where is 36, sir? You got a horizontal scroll bar observed. This is the adjustment, and this is the basic nature of the flex. Your web page we are watching and we are using horizontal scroll bar. I don't want this horizontal scroll bar, sir. I don't want the horizontal scroll bar. Any option is available. Supporting attributes are there, sir. It's just a first attribute only. We have some supporting attributes for these flexes. So when you apply the supporting attributes, a horizontal scroll bar we can stop. I access data, how much available, that we can get into the second row. Chances are available. Basic nature of the flex is this one. Should be applied in outer containers and that should be affected to the inner content. And the next option I'm going to explaining flex direction. The flex activated. Now we are going to applying some settings related to flex. In that one of the setting is the flex direction. Direction of your components displaying. Column wise or row wise. By default to row wise it taking. I need column wise, sir. We can change that one. So the supporting attribute flex direction. Right, which direction you require the flex. Basically 4 directions available, sir. One is row. Second one is the column. Third one is the row reverse. Row hyphen reverse. And fourth one is the column hyphen reverse. Right now in these 4 options, which one is activated, sir? The first option is activated currently. Currently first option is activated. So all the boxes will get into the horizontally directional. So row, if you are not interested, you can change to column. Now the 36 boxes comes vertically like as your column matrix. Currently output we observed in the row matrix format. That is the by default setting. We can change that one to column matrix format. But what is this row reverse, sir? January to December it displaying. When you apply the reverse, sir, December to January displaying. Ascending order, descending order. Row reverse, a reverse option changing all your components into descending order. And the first to last changing to the last to first option. Output observed together, first to January displaying and the last one is December displaying. When you apply this one, sir, first December comes and the last January going on. Ulta order, reverse order. 1 to 10, 10 to 1. That one, both directions it is supported. Column wise direction is supporting and row wise direction is also supporting. This is the one of supporting option. Next one, once go to the notepad. It's a universal text editor and most of the public students also. When I'm typing this notepad any data, the notes of program or whatever it may be. If I reaches to the end of the line, what happens? So I reached already exactly end of the line, but still I'm continuing the typing, sir. What happens? The data automatically goes to next line, right? Why? Because we reaches to end of the line, huh? Any reason why data goes to next line? If I type one more letter, automatically data goes to next line. Oh, see this one. So exactly the edge of the line we are standing here now. So next data, why it will goes to the next line? Because there is no space, sir. That's why it goes to the next line. It's the universal answer. Second answer, we reaches already edges, sir. Where we have to go for the next line. That is general simple reason, sir. Technical reason, in our format menu, order option we activated. Then only it will goes to the next line. The menu bars available, the file menu, edit menu here. The third menu, format menu is available. In that format menu, word wrapping option is available. That option we already activated, then only data comes to the next line. If you remove that option, sir, data never comes to the second line. See this one. I'm typing here, continuing. Observed? This is what you feel exactly in our HTML output also. It's a scrolling. In the same line, it's scrolling. When it comes to the second line, sir, never comes. If you want to get to the second line, you should use manual enter key. Otherwise, sir, one lack of letters also continues in the same line only. Is the reason, sir. Space, edgy, no, not correct. Option we activated, word wrapping. Our output also exactly same thing. The same wrapping option available in our flex also. Flex wrap option is available. But flex direction I explained, the second supporting option, flex wrap. So flex wrap, yes, we can wrap it. When you wrap it, sir, whenever you touches the edge, excess data automatically goes to next lines like this. So almost 5 lines we typed here. When you remove the word wrap, sir, the total data comes into single line. Same, our flex is also working exactly. So for that, the attribute is flex wrap equals to wrap available and no wrap is available. By default, no wrap activated in our HTML program, that we can change to the wrap option. So direction we can control it and wrap also we can control it. Next, gap also available. One more attribute, gap. Once run this program here, one box to another box, is there any space, sir? No, all boxes are comes very closer. I need some gap between the one grid to one box to another box, sir. So for that we have to apply the grid gap or gap attribute. Some small gap is comes, nothing else. No, sir, this is feeling comfortable. I need this type only. Just leave that gap action. Your choice. 72 characters. So these are the options what I explained just now. Already available in our document. That's why I'm not typed in a separately program. Otherwise that I'll copy to your program. First option I explained direction. Second option I explained the wrap. So now we'll test it. It's programmatically working or not. First one, direction I'm going to applying, sir. Flex direction. Row, it's a default option. Already row wise we have, so there is a default option, no special. By default also row only is available. Next, I'm going to changing to column, sir. Flex direction equals to column. Now this is column wise alignment. Vertically it will comes. Next again back to row. Reverse. I need horizontally but in the reverse direction. January starting from right side. You can observe that one. So right side January available. So right to towards to left we are moving. Reverse direction. So January, February, March up to like this is moving on. Row wise I required, but reverse direction I required. So we'll get the output like this. Next, again back, I need column. Vertically forming all this January to December. Now column reverse. December onwards it's forming down. December to January. So row reverse, column reverse. Total 4 options. The default option is row. Our implicit option is row. Next. Wrapping I'm going to applying here, flex wrap. By default, it's always available in no wrap option, so that you don't need to write separately. No wrap option, horizontal scroll bar is activated. And now I need wraps, sir. Whenever the edge of the browser, the content is touching, excess content, it will goes to second row. If second row also fulfills that, third row, fourth row, it will continues like this. The extra content is goes to automatically second line. If second line also completed, the balance content is goes to third line. That number of lines will going on like that. Go see, I'll show you here. 2 lines completed, but still I have some more data. Third line continues. I have some more data, sir. Fourth line, fifth line also continues. Can I use the direction and the wrap both are at the same time, sir? Yeah, your choice. Attributes katha, any number of attributes we can use at a time. That is not a problem. So flex direction, some row reverse. So flex direction is row reverse and flex wrap is wrap option. So direction I applied and wrap also I applied. Reverse kada, so that side it will goes and reverse data it will comes. And actually second row option is available, sir. But most of these scenarios, flexes we use it only for single row displaying only. If you need the second row, third row, fourth row also, sir. Instead of flex, you can go for some other topic better. Single row or single column scenarios only flex is suggestible and encourageable. I want to display the data in multiple rows, so multiple columns, sir. This is 100% not encourageable. Column matrix, row matrix, it is correct. Square matrix, rectangle matrix, this is not correct option. Go for the next explanation, that is called as the grid. Grid available, rows and columns separately. Observe the gap, grid gap I applied. Mean every box to box I need some space, sir. A space applied. The attribute name is gap. It producing the gap between the one subcontainer to another subcontainer uniformly 10. At a row wise, column wise, both 10 is available. See that. Vertical gap is 10 pixels, horizontal gap is also 10 pixels. How can say, sir? But February to January gap, if you observe that one, 10 pixels available. January bottom, November available. A January box, November box, observe that one, same gap is there. The same gap applying the both sides. Reflects basic operations, aligning the components row-wise or column-wise with gaps, with overlapping, without overlapping or something. Next, I'm moving to grid concept, sir. I need the alignments both in row-wise and column-wise like as your sitting style. Rows required plus columns also required. That is nothing but our table format alignment. Tables available with an Excel sheet or Oracle tables. Like that row format and column format both are required. Examples are, our images. So if you go for the Flipkart or somewhere, lot of products are displaying the side by side. But here we have the products horizontally observed. The flex enough, sir, for that one. A single row. At the bottom also we have some more, sir. That is different row. First box is different, second box is different. It's not continuity of the data. But some are 22 essentials. This is the flex, more enough. In flex, we can design that one. Horizontal, all are the flexes only. Now, sometimes we'll get the row wise and column wise both sides. Flicker displaying not. So this type of alignment is called as grid alignment. It are rows available plus columns available. While exploring of the all the products, so sometimes products horizontally plus vertically also going to displaying. That type of alignment is called as the grid format. Otherwise, if you go for our Naresh IT website, a course is a list displaying, sir. That is also grid only. The grid only. Now comes down. This is also grid only. The grid here. 2 rows, 3 columns. 2 rows available. In every row, 3 columns are available. So this is grid type of operation. Only one row is available, sir. Suppose here is there our services. For that, flex is enough. Live situations I am showing where the flex and where the grid. So we can also design like this, sir. First we'll understand the concept, sir. Then we'll try to design that. So now I'm going to implementing the grid here. Grid is one of the mostly used option in our web page designing. One of the mostly used option in our web page designing, grid. So display equals to grid. What happens here, sir? All your components aligning in the row and column wise. Previous explanation I given the row or column wise I given. Now this one we are changing into the column and row. We'll write in order. And row and column wise. Rows are forming and every row contains some number of columns also. Both available. So that type of scenarios we can use this display option. And what are the sizes or what are the spaces, sir? All are default, sir. Every subcomponent sizes all will get into the default sizes only, as especially depends upon your content. Of course, we can set the measurements as per your requirement. That's not a problem. But when you are not giving the measurement, every grid size based on the content, it is going to existing default sizes. And by default, how many rows, how many columns are comes, sir? By default to one column, n rows. And when you are not given any measurement, default it is created only one column and number of rows are going to forming. And every row, one column only it is allows. By default, it's not fixed, by default. So when you don't like this one, write clearly, I need this number of columns, I need this number of rows, and count we can mention clearly. If you have any arrays knowledge in programming languages, you are going to writing like this together. A size we are mentioning clearly. Like that in our grid also size we can specify clearly. If you are not specified n rows and one column it takes by default. Rows n, column is only one. Next, any spaces or gaps are comes as sir. 100% no, sir. Like as flex will comes very closely. And 1 pixel also gap not available. For gap producing, separate attributes are available. Row specifying, separate attributes available. Column specification, separate attributes are available. And supporting, the main attribute, supporting attributes are comes. And here also one note points are, we can use the grid on nested tags only once again. taking only one division tag, a single division tag, applying the directly grid, sir. Instead of that one, program stopping a better. Instead of designing that type of programming, program stopping is better. No, sir, I designed like that, so I already got the output, sir. Yesterday only I already said points, sir. Outputs comes, it's not matter. You don't write anything also HTML producing output. But proper coding is also required. So this guideline asked is next previous program I'm changing into this concept. January to December, 12 boxes I'm creating. Access boxes I'm total deleting. Reason here overflow not available, scroll bars not available, so there is no problem. Only 12 boxes only we have. Colors same, sir, no changes. Content also same, no changes. Only property name I changed flex to grid. That's all. Same program almost I copy pasted. Same colors, same month names. Display flex replaced with display grid. Now change the appearance of this program. This is output. What is this, sir? As per my explanation only. One column, n rows. Columns one only, but rows are 12 rows. So 12 by 1 matrix is created here. It just creates the 12 by 1 matrix. But grid feeling not comes, sir. Grid feeling, if you require, set the measurements. I need this number of columns, I need this number of rows, and clearly mention the count. So how to specify that one, sir? When you specify the number of columns, automatically rows are deciding. Rows mali separate component count not required. How it is possible, sir? I have total 20 items, sir, suppose. Total 20 items available. I informed to browser, I need 5 columns and I need 5 columns. But 20 items to 5 columns automatically set right into 4 rows together. Automatic calculation. Total I'm displaying the 20, but every row I need the 5 columns. 20 by 5, 4 rows. The browser calculating. You don't worry about that one. You just mention the column count, row count to system calculating automatically. So what is the attribute we have to use, sir? Grid hyphen template hyphen columns. This is the attribute used to specify the number of columns. Grid hyphen template hyphen columns is an attribute. So purposes are to specify number of columns. To specify the number of columns. So how to specify that number of columns are like this. Grid template columns colon. Write the first column measurement, write the second column measurement, write the third column measurement, and write up to n column measurements. The how many columns you require, mention that all the count with the sizes. With the sizes. The how many measurements you mentioned here, it takes that number of columns. And what is the size of every column, sir? 2 options available. You can decide the size yourself. Otherwise, leave to the browser. Browser automatically calculating the sizes. How, sir? A browser width available, na? Based on the browser width, how many columns available? Total width by number of columns. Automatic calculation. Total width of the browser by number of columns. Our second option, Write clearly 300 pixels, 400 pixels, 500 pixels and mention your own measurement. So how many ways we can specify the measurements, sir? Variety models available, sir. I'll show here, see that. The supporting attribute for the display. So first option is auto. Auto. This is general. So this is the first option, sir. Grid template columns for autos. But what happens here, sir? That every auto is represented one column. Every auto represented one column. So 4 autos I mentioned here. Browser recognizing 4 columns you developer they want to display. 4 columns. And what is the size of every column, sir? Total width of your browser by 4. Suppose my browser width to 1000 pixels, suppose. But every column width will get the 250 pixels. Uniform size. Uniform size it will comes. My browser width is 2000 pixels, sir, suppose. 2000 by 4, so 500 pixels every column size. So browser width ante this is, sir, as a width of the browser. So how much width available? System is calculating that width and dividing with the number of columns and assigning the uniform sizes, equal sizes. Have 4 boxes for every row. Actually, it's look like as 3 columns, right? But it's not 3 columns. That January, May color matching. So that's why it's look like as a single column. February, January, October color matching. So it look like as a single column. The first row, second row, third row. Color matching other, so field changing. You want to get the different field to reduce the number of columns. But now colors not repeating. The grid concept. The real appearance of the grid. So 3 columns and 4 rows. Rows we are mentioned anywhere in the program? No, we just specified the columns only. Rows it is calculated automatically. And what is the size of every column, sir? Exact count is no idea. Exact count no idea. Because my browser width to not remember. But all 3 columns you have uniform sizes. See that. Column width uniform and column height is also uniform. But if I reduce the size of the browser, what happens? They're adjusting automatically. Auto benefit is that one. I'm reducing the width of the browser or height of the browser, sir. Adjusting. Observed? Box size is reducing and increasing also. This is the least size, the minimum size. And of course, it is your mobile appearance also. But if you drag this one, sir, the mobile appearance. The mobile's width less, so height is more. And they're adjusting automatically when you are writing the auto option. But on laptops and desktops, sir, width more, height less. When you are using auto option, based on your screen measurement, they're adjusting automatically, especially measurements. But if I given the fixed measurements, sir, this automatic adjustment not possible. With columns division, how many columns in your choice, sir? 2 columns or 3 columns or 4 columns are your interest. If I take the 5 columns, sir, no problem, division is going on. 5 columns, how it is deciding, sir? We have 12 components only, sir. First row 5 columns, second row 5 columns, third row 2 columns, balance 3 gaps forming. Balance 3 columns gap producing. That's not a problem. It's system responsibility. So okay, back to 3 columns. Next, auto I don't want, sir. What we require, sir? Car, bus, train, anything chance is there, sir? Yes, sir. First column 300 pixels. First column. Second column 500 pixels. And third column 400 pixels. Total width is 1200 pixels. No problem. I need total 3 columns. How the browser knows it's a 3 columns? 3 measurements we given here. So browser recognizing it's a 3 columns. First column width 300, second column width 500, third column. At different sizes. Every column different size it will getting. First column to second column to third column, width variation is available. Height same, width variation available. This is your own size. What is the problem in this one, sir? If browser size reduced, we'll get the problem. Automatic adjustment not available when you write the direct measurements. Auto percentage scenarios based on the browser measurement, internal content size also existing. When you write the straight 200 to 300 100 pixels, so it's never going to automatically adjusting. But where is the balance, sir? Scroll bar. This is the while opening of some of the websites in our mobiles, you will get this type of problem. Remember, some websites when you are opening, it's not fitting to your screen width. Horizontal scroll bar is activated, and it's not responsive website on matter. It's not responsive website. So that scenarios will get like this. Next one, third type of measurement also available, percentage. Auto, customized. Next, third option is percentages. So 30%, 40%, you can balance as much, 30%. Total 100%. First column 30%, second column 40% of browser width, third column 30% of the browser width. But my browser is 1000 pixels, sir. But what is the first column? 300 pixels. Second column 400 pixels. Third column 300 pixels. My browser is only 600 only, sir. Total width. But now again 300, 400, 300. No, as per the 600, it is going to calculating. So 30, 600 into 180 pixels, 240 pixels, and again 180 pixels. First column 180 pixels, second column 240 pixels, third column 180 pixels. Here also auto adjustment option is available. First column, third column, same size comes. Middle column with the bigger size. Visible clearly. If I reduce the browser size, sir, adjusting. There is no problem. It is also adjustment. But auto key, what is the difference of this one, sir? Auto, all columns uniformly distributing. But this one, we can change the sizes. Auto, first column, second column, third column having the same measurement. But in percentages, we have some little bit customization. First column this much, second column this much, and specification possible. We actually 3 patterns to specify the columns measurements. If you are interested, mix these 3 also. One auto, 1 percentage, 1 300, sir. 100% possible. There is no problem. First column 300 pixels. Second column, sir, 40%. Third column, sir, auto. About 2 customized, 2 responsive columns, 1 non-responsive column. First one non-responsive. Browser, whatever it may be, it displaying the content with 300 pixels standardly. And second column, third column, responsive. Based on the browser, they are adjusting the sizes. But what is the calculation process, sir? Suppose 2000 pixels my width. browser width. First one 300 pixels we given directly. Second one 40% we said. 800 అంతే 800 second one 800 but third column sir remaining means 1100. So first column 300 straight, second column 40% of your total browser width, that is 800. So the 300 800 total 1100 completed. Balance 900 kada. 300 800 1100 completed, balance is 900. So see that one. Adjust the size of the browser, sir. First column observe, no changes in the first column. Second column, third column changing, but first column not changing. Reason, direct measurement effect. So these are the different options to specify the number of columns. When you specify the number of columns, it's automatically calculating the number of rows. No sir, rows also I want to specify it, sir. Same attribute is available. Grid hyphen template hyphen rows. Same attribute, grid hyphen template hyphen rows. But a row height we can adjust it. What is the advantage of that one, sir? You got a row height observed. Almost 2 centimeters available. Every row height is 2 centimeters. Row and horizontally see that one. Observe the horizontally. A blue box available, a January box, that is the height of the row. How much, sir? Almost 2 centimeters, that's all. Yellow box 2 centimeters. Next green box 2 centimeters. Pink box also 2 centimeters. At approximately every row height 2 centimeters available. 60 pixels roughly it is available, sir. Height roughly 60 pixels available. I need some big rows, sir. Right, row measurements also. Next, gaps not available, sir. Column to column and row to row. Yes, we don't have any gaps between the row to row and column to column. But I need gap. Possible. There is no problem. So grid gap option is available. Grid gap. Last example I explained the gap. That is for the flex concept. So here we have the grid gap. Actually grid gap is the shortcut for the gap producing. Normally we have the row gap and we have the column gap. Row gap is available one option. Column gap is available one option. Column gap. So instead of writing that these two measurements separately, shortcut grid gap is there. Okay, first we'll see the original code. So column gap, what it is providing, sir? Producing the gap between the one column to another column. It produces the gap between the one column to another column. So check it that. Vertical gap is forming, see that, column gap. Column vertical, so one column to another column gap is there. Same way row gap is there. This one I'm changing to row gap. Row to row gap is forming, column to column gap not comes. Horizontally gap is available, now see that one. So one for horizontal gap, one for vertical gap. I need both, sir. Implement the both. Row gap plus column gap, I need both, sir. So 120 pixels to 130 pixels. But now a few minutes back we saw some Flickart images side by side, Naresh IT images side by side. Like exactly this is the alignment. Like images also available there, sir. Oh, we can also write, sir, that is not a matter. What we design only January month together. Remove this one, display one image, one heading, one data. The same boxes comes. It's not a matter. Column gap, producing the gap between the one column to another column. Row gap, producing the gap between the one row to another row. Instead of two attributes, is there any shortcut, sir? Grid gap. Another, instead of two attributes, we can go for the grid gap. It produces the both sides, column and also row. What is the column gap, sir? 20 pixels. Row gap, sir? 20 pixels. Uniformly, we'll get the both sides. Row gap 20 pixels and column gap is also 20 pixels. If I need the different measurements, sir, all right, sir, that is not a problem. The grid gap, first 20 pixels, next 40 pixels. First horizontal gap, sir, next vertical gap. Row 20, column 40. Row 20, column 40, plus a shortcut. Instead of two attributes, so this is the shortcut. So how the options are working flex grid, this just we got an awareness here. With this awareness, we have to design one small example also, but implementation knowledge also will get it. That one we'll see in tomorrow's session. And from tomorrow onwards, some classroom changes, sir. Same building, offline students, not online students. Classroom changing, and maybe they are thinking Zoom link changing or something. No announce for online students, only for offline students. Same building, third floor, room number 2. First floor, kada? Third floor, room number 2. Same building. From tomorrow onwards, your Oracle classroom. Thank you all.